This is Alova with AstroWisdom.net, and I'd like to show how I helped find some missing silver solution using the methods of Advanced Stellar Astrology. This is actually a picture of the silver solution that was missing. And when we use the methods of Advanced Stellar Astrology, we construct what is called a moment chart. This moment chart needs to be constructed with the sidereal zodiac because we're going to use the small constellation rulers and the little rulers as well as the large constellation rulers. And the moment chart needs to be constructed at the moment when the astrologer is seized with the question. Now, this was an interesting case because when I received the phone call, please help me find this missing silver solution, and the person wanted to use it right away. Well, I was in the middle of writing an email that was rather involved, and so although I understood the question right then, I wanted to finish this email that I was writing. So I continued working on that, and then all of a sudden, when I was in the middle of the email, I suddenly had the thought, this email is taking me a while, and that person is probably anxiously awaiting the answer of where can I find this silver solution. Let me answer this question right now. So I stopped what I was doing and I said, let me construct the moment chart. So this is a good example of when the astrologer is seized with the question. So here's the moment chart, and I was able to see right away that the silver solution was with some kind of implements or tools. It was with multiple objects. It wasn't by itself. Now, I was able to see that because when we do a moment chart, it is the ascendant that gives us our first answer to the question. The ascendant is in Gemini, in the large constellation of Gemini, which is ruled by Mercury. Mercury is associated with duplicity and multiplicity, so it was going to be with multiple things. In addition, the ascendant is in the small constellation of the deer head. Now, I have my charts color coded so that I can immediately tell that this is ruled by Mars. This is my color for Mars, and the small constellation of the deer head is ruled by Mars. Mars is associated with tools and implements, metal, machinery. So I was sure it would be found in that sort of a place. So let's analyze the moment chart. What we need to do is we need to find the ruling planets for this chart at the moment. So we need to find the 3 ruling planets for the ascendant and the moon. So our ascendant is here in Gemini at 4 degrees 51 minutes. I have posted a video on how to find the ruling planets for any degree, minute, and second of the zodiac. There is a video on YouTube, and you can go to my website and you will find a chart there. And you simply look up the degree, minutes, and second on that chart. Now, Mercury rules Gemini. Gemini is an air sign. So we're going to look in the 3rd column. It's color-coded purple. This is for the air signs. And we're looking for 4 degrees 51 minutes. Well, if we look down that table, we see that 4:51 comes after 3:46:40 and before the next section. So the ascendant falls within this purple box here. And we can fill out our chart. We know that the ruler of the large constellation is Mercury. The ruler of the small constellation is Mars here. And the little ruler is Venus, right here. And so Venus goes here. We're going to do the same thing for the moon. The moon in this chart is right here. It's at 13 degrees of Gemini, 4 minutes. So Gemini is an air sign. We're going to look in the same column, the 3rd column of that chart, and we find that 13:4 comes after 12:33:20 and before the next section. So the moon falls in this section of the zodiac. The large constellation ruler is Mercury because it's Gemini. The small constellation ruler is the dragon head. So the dragon head goes right here, and it's also color coded over here. This is the dragon head color. And the little ruler of the moon position is Mercury. So Mercury goes here. Then we just need to find the day ruler. This is indicated by our charting software that shows that it is the day of Jupiter. This is because it was a Thursday and it was after sunrise. So Jupiter goes in this box here. So the next thing we do is put these ruling planets in order of strength or importance. The strongest ruling planet is always the one in this box. It's the small constellation ruler of the ascendant. So Mars is our strongest ruling planet. The next strongest ruling planet is the large constellation ruler of the ascendant, which is Mercury. So Mercury comes next. The third strongest ruling planet is the small constellation ruler of the moon position. So Dragon Head comes next. The next strongest ruling planet is Mercury, which is already a ruling planet, so we don't need to repeat it. And the last ruling planet is the day ruler, which is Jupiter. So that comes next. And then I always include the little rulers as well. They are not ruling planets, but they sometimes give us some clues, and so we have Venus here. So Mars indicates tools, implements, metal, machinery, anything like that. Mercury indicates multiple things. So we also find here that Mercury and Mars happen to be very closely conjunct in this chart. They're right together. So this told me that it was going to be found with many tools or many pieces of metal or two or more implements, something like that. The third ruling planet is the Dragon Head, and this is associated with when we're not quite thinking. And so I was sure it would be found in a place that was not expected. It was not where it would belong. It wouldn't be with other types of solutions or other things of the same type where you would normally think of putting it. The next strongest ruling planet is Jupiter, and Jupiter governs large spaces. So it would have space around it. And then the last planet to consider here is Venus. Venus, among other things, governs beauty and also things that are transparent. So when I determined that it was among multiple tools and it was someplace where it was not expected to be found, what occurred to me immediately is that it could be found among, for example, kitchen utensils, because this person was in a house, and so I thought it might be in a drawer in the kitchen, among the kitchen utensils. And I was on the phone, and the person immediately went to the kitchen drawers, and here it was. It was with a scissors, which is a metal tool. It was with aluminum foil, which is so there are two kinds of metal, two kinds of tools. It was there was plastic wrap, which is transparent, and there was also a lot of space around it. It wasn't a very crowded drawer. It was a spacious drawer. So again, Advanced Stellar Astrology was able to help find missing objects successfully. So, thanks for sharing Astro Wisdom, where we find the positive opportunities at any time or place.